People, deluded. I'm back again. Now, I haven't done these things for a while. As Q&A settings, appreciative to you lot who have asked questions. We'll get this going on a regular basis. But here we go, people, for the 2024-25 season. Obviously, I need to look to my left to answer your questions. And before I waffle on, people, what I would say, whether you support on my Twitter, make sure you're following Insta, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you're checking out the description and preying them all, people. Make sure you're following on Playback TV. We're trying to grow all the platforms, and I can't do it without you lot. And again, there's no Q&A show without you lot. There's no platform to waffle about football and anything else that tickles my fancy on YouTube. So again, I might be the face and the host of the platform, but you lot are the backbone. It's like I'm Bukayo Saka. I have to be the wavy player. Allow me, people. You lot are Saliba, Gabriel, David Raya when he's popping off those mad saves. So again, your support, even if you've not asked the question today, all your support, whether you watch all my vids, you know, whatever your viewing preferences, I appreciate it, man. And I know you lot, I always say this to you lot. I know this is something all us content creators say, but I genuinely I mean that, people, because without you lot, you know, I wouldn't have been experiencing certain things. I wouldn't be where I am, people. So yeah, big up you lot, man. You lot support me more than some of my mates, mate. So yeah, big up you lot. We're family. We're not friends. We're family. Whether you're white, black, man, woman, live in Somalia, Brazil, England, Australia. I always think Australia with my YouTube platform, and America, because you lot, them two in particular, there's bare of you in it, but there's everyone everywhere. I saw someone from Singapore and Poland the other day. So yeah, big up yourselves. But you're all here for a Q&A show. Appreciate you lot from the bottom of my heart. Let's crack on. First one, of course, there's no way to prove it, but who did Wenger anger in the football world to have all these refs and board UEFA and the FF, I think you mean FIFA, against us? Like, how does Haaland hit Gabriel with a ball and not get penalized? My brother, I don't know, man. Somebody connected to Arsenal must have sold their soul to the devil for some money or something, people. You know, it must have been the omens from when we moved from south to north, because, you know, Arsenal have never been liked. We're the culture club. We're the first team to break records for the amount of black players. Wenger was the first foreign manager to come over here. You go back to the George Graham days, we were never liked. We've always been criticized. These things have just snowballed as time's gone on, and it's just got even worse, to the point where I do think two truths can live in one realm. I do think Arsenal fans are crybabies and they do what about we, and we act like victims, but at the same time there's a conspiracy against Arsenal. There's one rule for us, there's 25 for others. I don't know when or if we'll win a league or Champions League, but when my team gets some trophies, that will make it all the much sweeter. Honestly, I don't have a clue, man. I wish I could answer that question, but that's one question I can't answer, my guy. Next one, I was gutted when Reece left, but him linking up with Smith Rowe and Big 17, it will be, if you don't know, could he potentially show us what we know he can do? The first Bukayo before Bukayo. Yes and no. I always say, for someone like Smith Rowe, I want him to play so well for Fulham. We asked the question, should we have kept him? It's like being in a relationship. Sometimes you and that person, if Arsenal and Smith Rowe, it's just reached its conclusion, innit? You need to go elsewhere to blossom. Some might say he's found his level. Now, for Smith Rowe, it shows what, I'm not saying Arteta didn't have faith in him individually, but in the collective scheme of what we're trying to do as a club, he didn't have that much faith. Smith Rowe hasn't got too many appearances, let alone starts. He's gone to Fulham, had his little pre-season, had a bit with us, but had his little pre-season, started some games, got his body back into the groove of things, and he's getting the goals and feeling the importance, which is difficult if you're getting a 10 minutes here, 30 minutes here, not playing for 5 games, then you're back in. So had Smith Rowe stayed, I would have loved him to have stayed, especially with our injury issues in midfield, but you might not have seen this Smith Rowe. So yeah, I believe in that. For Nelson, you hope he can play as well to the form where Fulham buy him on a permanent basis, because Nelson, he's half been at Arsenal, half been one out the door. Like, he needs some stability. So yeah, man, big up all the Haylenders linking up at Fulham, man. That would be a great way to answer that. Do you think that this is our year? This is truly our year, better yet. After 2 consecutive years of fighting for the title, each season we have gotten better. I just want to hear your opinion. It all depends what you mean, you know, because for me, seeing my team get better day in, day out, year in, year out, that's essentially winning a trophy. You know, defeat, the only defeat there is in life is when you wake up in the morning and you don't get up. Now, that's the PR answer. Do I believe it's our year? It's a difficult one, man, especially with the whole City thing. You're thinking, yo, you know what? Let's stick it to the authorities. Let's stick it to City. Let's stick it to the whole world. They don't like us. Big up you lot who have watched my video where I kind of played on 50 Cent's Bulletproof. Well, not even Bulletproof. Get Rich or Die Trying cover for Bukayo Saka. I like that. The siege mentality makes me buy into it more. It does. When you see things like that, when you see the Aston Villa game, when you see not just when Arsenal are at their best, because I don't think we've hit our optimum, but we're getting results. We're doing things when things have gone wrong, and that's a sign of champions. So I do want to believe, but our problem hasn't been the top six, whether we win or lose. It's the smaller games, respectfully to Leicester, Bournemouth, because think we got them soon. Southampton, these are the banana skins people. There's a lot of big tests. So yes and no, man. Like last year, I never believed we can win the league title. Not because anything to do with Arsenal. It's just you're playing big bad City in it. But the more the season went on last year, boy, it was. I wouldn't say I believe, but it's more difficult to not dream, especially because what we flirted with it. There was a lot of foreplay. There weren't no penetration. Again, we can have a bit of fun. Arsenal, where the title chase is concerned, people, it's like for women listening. Other example, but it's like you've met the woman of your dreams. She likes you, you like her. Obviously, birds and the bees, nature and whatnot. You're lipsing, you're kissing, you're getting touchy feely. She's asking you to get the condom. You get the condom, you pull it on. These times now you're not getting a hard on. Never happened to me, but you get it for the example. That's where Arsenal with the title thing is concerned. There's a lot of foreplay and pre-cum, not a lot of penetration. I believe in what we can do, but it's like I do think you look at the depth in our squad and things like that. I do think it's a bit too much of an arcs, man. I believe we'll fight, but I can't say I 100% believe we'll win the title, man. If anything, because I do somewhat. It's more when I got my fan cap on, it's blind optimism that we're gonna do this. But if you look at it from a balanced point of view, I'm like 80% convinced that we can fight for this title, but that's what it's been for us. It's been those little percentages that have gone against us. So I can't say I truly believe, but surely it's now or never. If it don't happen this year, then I give up, man, really and truly, because it's been 3 years now. More so, maybe not the first year we challenged for the title, but last year was so good for many different reasons, and we didn't get over the line, man. Love for the questions. Great way to start this. I know you've watched the game back, so I want to ask you for your opinion. Tired legs was definitely a factor, but if you're Arteta, why are you telling the boys that we messed up for that? Where are you telling the boys that we messed up for that last-minute equalizer? It's difficult because for me, if I'm Arteta, I think if that goal's conceded in other circumstances, I think you just say, I think you look at it from a tactical point of view. But considering the dynamics and how much we fought and the last-ditch defending and the gamesmanship and everything, I think you just say, you know what, all right, man, you conceded in added on time. We'll have this. Considering that we're down to 10 men, we'll have this. Evidently, Stones is a free man. We've probably not cleared it well enough. The initial build-up play that's led to the opportunities where it starts and stops. So that's probably where you're looking at it. But I don't think Arteta, and if I'm not Arteta, but for me, I would allow the team on the second goal, if I'm brutally honest with you, man. Question, what can we as Arsenal/football fans do to try and improve the officiating in the Premier League? There's no other job I know where you consistently F up and nothing happens. Amen. I think the league would just be as thrilling and exciting without the BS refereeing. I don't think the refs want to fix stuff. The only thing I could say is, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I guess some sort of protest of some sort, but really and truly, the refs are the most protected. As you know, managers and players criticize refs, they get fined. Referees fail or F up, as you said. A man's managing Arsenal versus City, or reffing in a sense of, which is kind of managing. He's reffing, that game. He messes up in that game. So what they're going to do, they're probably going to reward him with the FA Cup final or something. So I would say protest, but how far do protests go, really and truly? Just like when people wanted the Cronkies out, I don't think there's anything you can do. I think you can scream, shout, shake it all about. I think the Premier League won it because, yes, it would be more as thrilling, as exciting if we had consistent decisions, as you said. But you've got thrilling games. You've got plenty of talking points between the players and the managers. And then every week, people like you and me, content creator, lovely viewer of the channel, people on TV, it's another talking point to waffle about, and it adds to the entertainment product. I might be a conspiracy theorist, but you look at the money in the game and all of these decisions that these fat cats and skilled individuals make, it can't be a coincidence that the refereeing is this incompetent every week. The Premier League is coming up again this weekend. There'll be many more talking points, as there was last week, and the same decisions you've seen go for and against the team, identical incidences will have a different outcome. So there's 0% consistency. I'm not sure, man. There is one thing, but I can't say it on this platform, man. If you've played Sunday League and you've done certain things to refs, you know what time it is, people. When did you realize football commentary/analysis was your thing? Is it my thing? Well, I ain't going anywhere. Like, is it my thing? I don't know. Good question. Good question, man. Damn, that threw me off, It's going to sound cliche, but I just think I've always loved football. I know everybody loves football, but football is genuinely the only thing I half have a clue about in this life. But yeah, I would say I've always liked it. Like I can remember the '06 World Cup. I was writing letters to Arsenal about scouting players. They sent me a letter back. Obviously, they're not taking it in. I've always liked football. I've always liked football at that deeper level. I've always loved to go down rabbit holes. And you know, it does shock me when you lot say I'm articulate and I get my thoughts across well. 'Cause I don't think I do. I think it's just always been there. Where I started to believe a bit more is clearly as you know, we're nowhere near where we need to be on YouTube, but when we started getting some subscribers like yourself, I thought there must be something here. But I guess I when it comes to commentary, I'm just talking how we talk normally. Commentary analysis. If I'm honest with you, lot, I still don't believe it's my thing. If I'm honest, so that's a good question. Next question: what is the biggest lesson you've learned this year? Good question. Loss. Life is about loss. Loss of friends, family, finance. This year's taken me to the cleaners in all aspects. Life is about loss, if I'm honest with you. So you have to be comfortable with that. I'd learn about detachment. Be selfish, man, because at the end of the day, it's just you. And if I'm honest, you might have a few people around you, but in this life, you're alone, bro. Like no one's coming to save you. It's just you it's just you and God, man, and yourself. Like so, I would say loss, really, in a positive way, not even necessarily a doom and gloomy way. Loss, because loss could be a bad thing. Obviously, if you have bad habits and you lose those bad habits, you gain some good ones in it. So I would say life is about loss, if I'm honest with you. Like I always remind myself, I know we're getting a bit dark, but everything and everyone that I know and love one day is not going to be here if I'm not gone before them. You know, we've all got dreams, nice cars, house, money. For me, 100K subscribers, all of these crazy things. One day when I leave the earth, they're not going to be there. Like one thing I've got attachment to is, it's going to sound so stupid, but my Arsenal shirts. Like I never want them thrown away. When I die, I want them buried with me, or what's the thing where the body gets set on fire, cremated with me. So life is about loss. If I'm honest with you, it's like you lot are trying to trigger my memory. Like what's happening, man? The next question: what did your last? Oh my, I shouldn't even answer this. What did your last relationship teach you? You've got a couple questions to go with that. What did my last relationship teach me? I've only had one official one actually in my life. That was about 5, 6, maybe even 7 if you count talking stage years. Huge chunk of my life. The ability to what did I learn? I'm not gonna lie, not a funny soft man thing, but how to love, how to be selfless, but also how to be selfish, how to have difficult conversations, because sometimes it's very difficult to have difficult conversations with someone you love. To respect yourself, to respect others. I would say love, man. I'd say love. I never loved a girl before like that. Like I'd say love, man. I'd say love. I'd say love. I'd say love and the ability to walk away, man. Do you miss your ex? Blood. Is this on a burner? Can't shout me now. I'm joking. Yes and no. I don't miss the person. I'm quite happy without the person. Don't really want you back in my life. Like quite happy in a good space. Didn't think I'll be here. Well, we're here in it. So no. More the memories, man. Like, you know, there's a lot of memories, like a lot of things that I haven't that I didn't do that I did with that person in it. So I'd say the memories. I don't know about anyone else, but me, I realized instantly, break up, delete everything, delete everything. The only every now and again, Snapchat memories, you know, stabs me in my gut, but then I delete it. But yeah, delete everything, move on. So yeah, man. You said, do you believe in getting back together with an ex? Yes and no, I guess for some people they could do that. For me, no, because I know the sort of guy I'm like is childish. I'll be like, we could be having the birds and the bees. I'm gonna be like, rah, someone else was in here. Yeah, okay, forget about that. That's the equivalent of someone coming into my house, putting their mouth on my cart and the juice in my fridge. I'm not on it, but it all depends on the context, man. Like, I guess for some people, if I put on my mature cap, yeah, I think for some people, not for me though, not for this YouTuber. That's a myth. Rah, when was the last time you had a fight? I'm proud to say, not a minute football fight. Few months ago. Fight out there. I don't go looking for trouble. I only look for trouble. Probably the end of 2022, if I'm honest with you. Almost a little madness in Brixton a few weeks ago. But yeah, I would say that. Favorite rapper from the US and UK. Oh, I don't know for new rappers are popping up every day, so I don't know. But new favorite rapper from the US. You can't do that, man. There's a few still. There's a few. It has to be a time, man. It has to be Young Scooter, Young Dolph, R.I.P. Young Scooter, Young Dolph, Little Dirt, King Von, Chief Keef. There's couples still, man. Pooh Shiesty. There's a couple from the US, man. Is it Shep? I can never say his name. Steph G, whatever his name is. Him. Yeah, I think that you know what. By the time I finish recording this video, there'll be a next name that I've forgotten. UK again, very tough, very tough, very tough. But I can't just say one, man. Nines, 100% nines. You need to let me hold that Arsenal chain, really and truly. I said that cash converters immediately. I know that's got some peace, but nines, Blade Brown, pot of paper. There's more, man, but I'm gonna go with that. Who is your current celebrity crush? It's like I said, it's like music. People are popping up all the time, but current. It's between Shensia and is her name Thames. That artist, the singer, like she's lit still. She's lit still. Does Miss Banks count? Does Loz count? If they count, then cool with it. I can't forget historically Kelly Rowland. People are gonna kill me, but in school, hear it out. It wasn't my main crush. Hear it out, people. Hear me out. I had the thing for Karen Brady, the West Ham lady. Listen, I won't repeat that again. Trust me, just hear me out. Just hear me out. Just see the angle. See the angle, man. See the angle. If you could spend the day with one celebrity, who would it be? One celebrity. Shensia, blood. What do you mean? I'm trying to drop game for 24 hours. See what I got, see what I can do. Like 100%. Yeah, man. I don't know for like, listen, all inclusive, but I don't know for spending the whole day with a bad celebrity in it. Like, unless you're helping me make some money, or it's Arsene Wenger or Alex Ferguson, we're gonna talk ball all day. Then yeah, man, it would be that. Last question: who is your favorite content creator? Easy, Young Spray. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Young Spray. He's a madman. He's a maniac, in it, people. So yeah, Young Spray. I do enjoy it when I do get some time, or when I'm making content, like writing it up for you lot. Like I'll just watch Young Spray's podcast. So like, yeah, man. Like Young Spray, man. There's a couple, man. There's a lot of good content creators in the United Kingdom, man. Young Spray, 100% though. That'd be the easiest one to answer of all these questions. So yeah, man, that's Q&A business. Obviously, we're gonna get these going on a regular basis, probably on a fortnightly basis, unless there's like the Arsenal City stuff, and there's plenty of talking points for you lot. Appreciate you lot for the questions. Appreciate you lot who listen. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and take in the rest of the content. Peace.